Hey, what's up, YT fam? Charlie, how are y'all doing? We don't brutal, eh? If this is your first time seeing this angelic face, Akwaba, my name is Abuna Boatsima, Ghana Niba Papibi. I'm a Ghanaian-based YouTuber and a nurse. Ajay. To my old subscribers, mamu na akwaba. Okay, use your video no. Mamu na akwaba. Eba my channel no so. If you have not subscribed, hey, what are you waiting for? Don't you like me? Eh? Subscribe to my channel and let us grow. Without wasting much time, I want to give you a story time of how my birth came. You want to know, my birth, it's a mysterious one. So let's get into the video. My people, welcome back, guys. This earring, it wants to disturb me. It's a beaded earring, Someone gifted it to me long time ago, and I love it. I don't like throwing things away. So my birth story is so mysterious, guys. As you all know, I'm a Ghanaian. My mother hails from the Volta region of Ghana, and my father hails from the eastern region of Ghana. So my mom told me this story. She said when she got married to my dad and they gave birth to their first child, grew to a certain stage, the child died. Then my mom gave birth to my brother, my elder brother, the second one, who is currently not with us now. He's been posted to another region in Ghana. He's a police officer. So after he completed his school, he went to the University of Cape Coast, UCC4, Muokrom. So after he completed his education, he worked in a bank for some years. Then he decided to go into the police force because he likes these police things. He's always wanted to be a police officer. So my mother agreed and he bought his forms and he was picked. So he's been a police officer for some months now. It's almost getting to a year. It's not so long ago. So he's not with us currently. So coming back to myself, my humble, able self. So my birth story is so mysterious. My brother's birthday. My mom, you see my mom, she's somebody who is so prayerful. When she got married to my dad, it was not easy in the first year of their marriage because she wasn't able to give birth as soon as she got married, like some married people. So she was going from one prayer camp to the other, seeking for the fruit of the womb, until she got to the Church of Pentecost. She got to the Church of Pentecost where she got her miracle. The prophet at that time was praying and she received it, and she decided to buy clothes for baby clothes. So when she went to the market, forget this earring, when she went to the market, and she bought baby clothes. She had faith. Faith made her get pregnant. So that day, when my dad got back from work, they mated all these things, and she got pregnant the following month. That's what she told me. So after my brother's pregnancy, after my brother's birth, things became so hard, so difficult for my mom and my dad in their marriage. It wasn't easy at all, and my father wasn't as he wasn't a staunch Christian like my mom. You know, men, theirs is business, business, business. But my mother was the prayerful type. So my dad couldn't stand there. So my brother's birth, my mother got a lot of complications from his birth. She stayed in the hospital for more than 6 months during her pregnancy. She got a lot of that's a story for another day. I want to concentrate on my birth story. So after my brother was giving birth safe and sound, hardship overtook the marriage. It wasn't easy. My mother told me that sometimes what to eat was a problem for them, but she was very hardworking. My mother, she's a very hardworking woman. So she, as a woman and a helpmate to your husband, you have to fight for your home. So she wanted her marriage to stand. So she was working hard so that things will go on well for the family. So after 2 years, the age difference between my mom and between my elder brother and I is just 2 years, and we are all match bonds. So after a year, after my brother's birth, my mom got pregnant again with me in hardship. So my mom said before she got pregnant with me, my dad warned her not to get pregnant because their condition isn't favorable for any pregnancy at that moment. My mother, as for her, she didn't know it will come impromptu like that, because she never expected to get pregnant with me, because she really suffered before she got pregnant with my elder brother. So my mother told me that before she got pregnant with me, she had a dream that an animal, Ade, I don't know the name, I'll put the English name. She said she had a dream when Ade was just hovering around her. The Ade will hop onto her, and my mother will just pull the Ade off and throw the Ade away. Then the Ade will come again and hop onto her again. The Ade was all over her. She was just walking on the streets, and the Ade was crying and following her, pestering her, just hovering around her body. Then she would just throw the Ade away. She say, what kind of animal is this? Then my mother would be angry. So in the dream, she was so angry. So the following morning, she didn't understand, and she thought it was a bad dream, so she prayed against it as a Christian. So the next month later, my mom got pregnant. Hey, wahala don gas. Wahala eh. Wahala eh. When she told my dad, as a man that he is, he told my mom, what's anyim? Hey, tibia ye womui, what's anyim? Any very poor. That's what my dad told my mom, guys. True. I have asked him this thing. When I grew up and I went to visit him, I asked him this thing. He couldn't say anything. All what he said is, etoda oye nkwasi asem. Etoda nipa enyi nipa edu bebia nipa ye nkwasi asem. That means he did foolish things, but he couldn't apologize. My dad is someone who is headstrong. He will never apologize. He's someone who will never accept his wrong, but he knows what he did was wrong. But me, I didn't say anything because I've already forgiven him. So fast forward to when my mom told my dad she was pregnant. So my dad was angry as usual because their predicament wasn't all rosy for pregnancy. So my mom told me that my dad didn't agree with her at all. He was always disturbing her to do something about the pregnancy, you understand. So as a married woman, she didn't want to do anything because it took her a long time for her to get pregnant and give birth. And during her pregnancy too, it was so bad. Everything was bad during her pregnancies. So she was so miserable. She became miserable. And one day she sat down and she was thinking, what would she do? Her husband doesn't want the pregnancy. what will she do? They don't have money. Even her baby, her new baby, isn't all dog grown enough for her to get pregnant again. So she was thinking in her thoughts. She told me all these things. She was thinking in her thoughts. Then it came. The devil gave her an idea. You know what the devil does when you are in your thoughts. The devil brought an idea. Why don't you abort her? Why don't you abort the pregnancy? At that time, she didn't know I was a girl. Then she gracefully accepted it. So she went to a nearby clinic around First Light. It's on Carnation Road. She told me everything. My mom, she's so honest and open with me. That's what I like about her. She's very honest and open. She told me she went to the clinic, and when she said when she got there, there was a queue those days. She said before she went to the clinic, she tried osaye enema syringe. She tried these home remedies to bring out the pregnancy, to abort it in the house. She tried to abort it in the house, but it didn't work. I refused to come. I said, me mad, I will never come. Even if you pull me out yourself, I will go back. Me mad. So my mom said, if this pregnancy is refusing to come, then she will go to the doctor and get it removed herself. Then she went to the doctor. When she got there, the queue was so long, guys. She said the number of young girls, small girls, women who were there waiting for the doctor to get to them, to attend to them. The queue was so long, and people were just there waiting for their turn to, abort their pregnancies. So my mom said she was last but one or so, yeah. So she was sitting there, then she left her bag or the bag next her line. English is hard though, guys. I'm a Ghanaian, I'm not a British woman. Or then the bag next her line. Then she went out to ease herself. On her way out, as soon as she left the clinic to go and ease herself, she met her friend. Then her friend asked her, what is she doing in this place? Because she knows what they do there in the clinic. Then my mom told her she knows what is happening in her marriage. Things are not going well, and her husband is pestering, is disturbing. You know, when your husband disturbs you, you know how it is. Marriage is hard though. Some marriages are hard. Then my mother told me that her friend told her never to abort the pregnancy. I might be a girl because she already has a son. So this pregnancy might be a girl, and I might bring happiness and joy into our home, into their home. My mom said as soon as her friend told her that thing, and my mother said her friend encouraged her that she shouldn't abort it. It's a sin. My mother knew it was a sin, but you know when the devil brings thoughts into your mind that you don't know what to do, you just So I think God brought that woman into my mother's life, or I think she's an angel. She advised my mom and told her not to do these things. She said even if it means her feeding us, she'll do it. She encouraged my mom. Then my mom said it touched her heart. So she left her back there. She never entered the room again. Then she came back home. My mother, when she came home, my dad continued to pester her. He continued to pester her. Then I was giving birth to. She said my birth was so smooth. My birth was the smoothest because my elder brother's birth was very difficult. I told you my first brother died, and the second one is the one who is the police officer. So his birth was so complicated, was full of complications. But my birth was the smoothest. I did a draw cam, My birth was the smoothest. My mother said she gave birth to me. When she gave birth to me, I came like a football. He said I came like a football. And the nurse told her that, hey, they say such a strong baby. So my mother said when the midwife pulled me out of her and showed me to her and said she's a girl, my mother was so happy. She said at that day she forgot all her pain, all her sorrow, all the heartache my dad gave to her, and she just accepted me, and she was so happy she got me. When she took me home, she said, she will boil water. You know, Africans, when we are bathing babies, we boil water, hot water, then they will bath the baby. You know now. So she will boil hot water for my bath early in the morning. She will boil hot water for my bath, and she will sing me a song. So she composed a song for me. I don't know why I've forgotten this song, because she always sings it for me. Oh, sometimes when I do something good, she will sing the song for me. Hey, she composed this song for me. Even to date, she sometimes sings it for me. I've forgotten. Oh, there, when I remember, I'll sing it later. So she composed the song for me, and she will sing out to my hot water will become cold. Then she'll go and buy another water. She'll come and sing it to become cold. Then she'll give me a bath. She will plait, she will braid my hair. My mother did a lot. My baby pics, when I see them, I'll put them on the screen so that you see. She did a lot of things. When I was 2 months old, my mom and dad left us. He was so frustrated. The hardship became worse. So he just told my mother that so now so where. Then he left. I have said this story in one of my videos, my forgiveness video. I'll put the link in my description. I have this story, that story time there, so you can check it out. So when he left, it was left with myself, a 2 months old baby, my brother, and my mom. My mother was left to fend for us all by herself. So guys, all I want to say is, it's not easy. The struggles of being in a broken home, I have that video too. You can check it out. I'll put all those videos in my description box. You know that it's a story time too, so you know from the continuation from there. So all I want to say is, you have to have good friends in your life. You see, a good friend gives good advice. A bad friend give bad advice. So if you have a good friend, had it not been for that, my mother's friend, where would I have been? Okay, by this time we will Kole Lagoon. That's where they put all those aborted children. Kole, I will be there. Kole Lagoon, that's where I will be now. But thank God for sending an angel into my mother's life to come and save me from this. So guys, if you enjoyed this story time, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and join my family. Join my family so that will be one. And I'll see you in another video. If you want more story times from me, put it in the comment section. So thank you for watching. See ya.